Hi, good morning, Southeast Asia. So thank you for joining us, spending your precious morning with us today. Okay, so today we will be going through the TR90 app webinar, showing you guys how to use the app, as well as we are very excited to show you the new enhancements that has been integrated or enhanced into the very first version that we had last year. Okay, my name is Davis. I'm from the regional digital marketing team. So this is my baby, and I hope that whatever feedback that you have given to us, we hope that we have delivered that to you, right? So before we go into that, there are some housekeeping rules that we want to share with you. So just in case, if you have any questions, please type into the Q&A section of the Zoom webinar. Okay, while inserting your questions, please also include your name, your country, as well as your email address. Okay, so this way, in any case, we cannot answer the questions on time in this session. We will be allowing the local markets to contact you directly through the information that you have given us. All right, so without further ado, let's kickstart. Right, so we want to bring everybody back to understanding the app, the objective of this app, right? So we want to create an easy to use tool that allow both customers and consultants to track your meal intake, your exercise activities, more importantly, your TR90 progression, right? And using the app, you are able to connect with your consultants and then also to share your experience within the community, right? For the consultant side, the app actually provided you certain empowerment that allows you to manage your customers more effectively through the app, right? So how do we position this app? Okay, so TR90 app is actually a virtual assistant that we consolidate and pack it together with the TR90 system set. Each customer in their weight management success. Okay, what does it do? It means that the TR90 system set that you have been purchasing or selling right now, the apps actually comes with it. Okay, so do position the app together with the system set. It is a bundle. Let's have a recap on what are some of the key features. Okay, so later I will go through some of the features in slides format before I go into the live demo. Okay, so 3 key areas over here that you need to remember. How you to actually monitor and track, to connect, as well as to explore and share. What exactly are they? Track. Okay, this is the most basic function, the most fundamental function of the app itself. Okay, tracking your individual body indexes and progression. Okay, there are 3 things that you can track over here. Okay, as an individual, okay, your body metrics, your meal plan, as well as your physical activity. Okay, so while doing your weight management journey, these are the 3 things that you can actually use the app to help you. On the consultant side, consultant has a little bit more access. It actually allows the consultant to monitor their customers of that 3 activities that I mentioned. Okay, so this allows the consultant to better consult the customers, look at what they are doing in order to advise them more effectively. Next one, connect. We have an in-app chat service within the app itself. So upon adding of friends or the consultants in the app, automatically you are able to connect with them, chat with them via the app itself. Okay? It works exactly like the chat apps that you have been using, like WhatsApp, Line, to send text messages, attaching a photo, just chat app. The last part is which is share and explore. So there are a lot of useful articles that we will be progressively uploading into the app. You can share that with your customers. You can share that externally outside the app as well. Okay, so useful articles that can help you explain what TR90 is, as well as certain recipes that you can play around having a healthy meal, as well as activities. Right. Let's move to the live demo directly. So I'll be spending more time in the live demo because I want to show you exactly how. Okay. So you guys are seeing my screen right now. I'm going to jump right into the app itself. Right. So I believe you can see my screen right now. So upon downloading the app from the app stores, the app is available in both iOS, which is the iPhone, as well as Android phones, okay? Google Play Store. So these are the two stores that you can download the app from, okay? So upon downloading the app, you need to create an account in TR90 app. It's a very simple account creation process. Anyone can actually create that. So once you create that, the app will actually prompt you to the profile section. Okay, the profile allows you to give the app more information like your email address, which is already inputted during the account creation. You can tell us the gender, birth date, more importantly, the TR90 start date. Okay, so once you create that, the TR90 start date will actually symbolize the actual date of that particular day. But at any point of time, if your TR90 start date is of a later date, you can always come back here and change that. So there will be some things that we ask for, which is the height. Why do you ask for the height? Because the app has some auto calculation of BMI. Okay, so with the height in place, the formula is able to compute your BMI automatically. There are some things which is at the bottom, which is your goal. How do you want, what is your goal that you want to achieve in this weight management journey? Right, once you're done, you'll be prompted into this main page over here. Okay, this main page is where you primarily enter your body metrics. Okay, so let me just go through the basic functions on how to navigate the app first before I go into the actual features of it. So at the bottom, you see 4 buttons. The first one being the home. The second one is the community. Third one is a new features that is going to upcoming where we will have challenges and tasks for all the users. Okay. The last one is the articles, right? There are 4 different topics around here that you can navigate around and that you can share these articles around. So I'll go deep into that later. Okay. Moving upwards, look at the top row of the app. You see the hamburger menu, which is that 3 straight line on the top left. This will allow you to have shortcut over some of the features, which is mainly also accessible through the bottom, right? Then there is this plus sign. This plus sign allows you to add friends, okay? Allow a consultant to add their customers or vice versa. And then next to the plus sign, we have the notification center. This is where at any point of time there is any push notification that is being sent, for example, like your consultant is contacting you or chatting with you, the notification center will actually appear. Okay, or if you have a friend request, it will also appear over here. And lastly, looking at the icon, the chat bubble on the most extreme right side, this is where the chat function comes into play. So you can only chat with friends that are connected with you. Okay. Let's move back to the main page over here, the body metrics. Okay. So let me navigate you how to do this body metrics. You'll be able to see the number of days into your TR90 program. So you see like 46 out of 90. That means that I am somewhere halfway through the program. Okay. And then you have a date. The date shows the last entry record over here. So for my case, you see January 31st, 2023. This is a record of my last body metric entered date. Okay. If I want to enter something today, all I need to do is click on the plus sign on the right side. Okay, that will allows me to actually enter my weight now as of today. Okay, for example, you see that the BMI is auto calculated. Okay, body fat, let's say. I'm just entering some records to show you. how it looks like later. Okay, so you see that on the left column, that's where I entered today. You realize that the calendar date actually changes to today's date because the data has been updated as of today, right? So at any point of time you wish to edit your data, just simply go back to the pencil icon on the right side. You can always edit it. Okay, on the right column is showing your progression. Okay, how does the progression actually compare against? It is comparing against your day one record, the first record that you enter into the app. Okay, so looking at it, it is stating green. Okay, negative 10 kg. It means that from the day one which I enter my body record, I have a reduction of 10 kg as of today. So the rest is as follow. Okay, if you see a red, it means that instead of progressing forward, I'm actually, there's something that I might need to look out for, okay? Because my skeletal muscle mass has actually dropped, which is not a good thing, okay? So this is because I'm entering a dummy data over here, just to show you the different color codes. If you forget the color codes, you can always refer to the bottom of the table over here. So you realize that there is only 5 metrics over here. Then you'll be asking, hey, Davis, I actually measure a lot more matrices than what I'm going to do. What about the other matrices? Okay, use under the day, 46 out of 90, there is a funnel icon beside the body matrix. You can actually tap on that. There are a lot more body metrics available for you. In any event you wish to track others, just simply turn on or off the icon on the right side and then just open it up, save it up. You will see that the matrices is showing a lot more. Okay, so for consultants, for individuals that you want to only see certain metrics of yourself or your customers, you can always come to this filter button to show only the metrics you want to see, so that the page doesn't get too long. You don't need to scroll too much. Okay, and there's a new feature over here. You notice above the plus sign, there is this forward button, or what we call the share button. You can actually share this to anyone outside of the TR90 app. So what the app does is it's going to capture the body metrics. So let me just do a save image to show you. Okay, or you can even forward it directly via WhatsApp or any chat apps available in your phone. Okay, I'm going to show you an example what that share button looks like. So you see, the moment I click share, it auto captures that day's the latest record of your body metrics, supplement with a date on top. Okay, so with this, you can actually keep a record of it inside your photo library, or even share it with your friends or your consultants itself. But probably don't need to share with your consultant, because the consultant probably have the access to view your record if they are connected to you. All right. Okay, so these are some small features that we put it available for you to actually share your success. Okay, scrolling downwards, we have the transformation photos. So this is exactly according to the plan, whereby we often take pictures of the before and after photos, okay, the front and side. So we have allocated 6 sets of photos available for you to upload, okay, which is on the day 1, day 7, 15, 30, 60, and 90. Okay, using this, you'll be able to track your transformation journey, okay? And then likely, you can also use the same sharing function to also share that to social media, to whichever that you wish to share to. Okay, similarly, you can save that image or you can share it directly. Okay, I shall not do that. Okay, next thing, this is the body metrics. Next, I'm going to show you the eating plan. How do you actually capture your eating plan? Okay, on the top right side, you see a fork and spoon icon, okay, beside the profile picture. So this is the access to the meal plan. In the meal plan, you'll be able to track daily eating habits. Okay, for example, your breakfast, lunch, dinner, and there is a new category that we just added in, which is called the snacks and bites. Okay, we understand that some of you may be also consuming outside of the 3 main meals, okay, that you wish to also keep a record of. So we added a 4th category over here. Let me just show you how to enter it in. So simply just tap into one of the empty boxes in the particular meals, okay, breakfast, for example. Okay, automatically it captures the time for today, and you'll be able to enter in your serving size. Okay, let me just do a quick one. We also added in a new category called water intake. Okay. And if you do ever consume TR90 trim shake or not, yes or no, in that particular meal, you'll be able to upload the photo. Okay. Let me just upload one photo. You will be able to see consultant comments. Okay. So you will not be able to type anything over here, but when your consultant is looking at your registered meal plan, he or she may be leaving you some comments over here. Okay, in guiding you how to eat better. Okay, just save it. You notice that the icons appearing on that row. Okay, why are these icons appearing? Right? So these icons appear because you have taken that particular category. So just now I have 1 portion each, as well as a glass of water that I have consumed for breakfast. Okay, that's why the icons are appearing. So I'm going to show you in the event if I do not take any glass of water, for example, and I do take trim shake in the morning. Hold on, yeah. Let me just do 0 cup. You notice that the cup icon is actually missing. Okay, so at a glance, you will be able to see the entire day's meal plan over here. Which category are you consuming on? Okay, this is also for your consultants when they are looking at your profile to have a quick glance of what you have been eating. Thank you, Janice. We noticed a bug over here where if I do click on 0 glass, that glass icon should be disappearing. Thank you for pointing that out. We'll be fixing that. This should be a quick fix, right? Okay, so similarly for lunch, dinner, and snacks bites, depending on what you input, the icons will appear accordingly. Okay. Right. There's 2 new function actually that that has been enhanced. If you look at right at the top, you have a diet assessment. Okay. Then the assessment is for you to, as a new user who just started the TR90 program, to do a quick diet assessment over here. So as consultant, you should also encourage your new customers to do this diet assessment. Okay, diet assessment, what does it do? It actually lets the consultant know what kind of eating habits you are currently having before you start the program. Okay, for someone who might be eating a lot over here, they may not be entering, they may be showing the consultants that they are eating a lot. So these are good information that the consultants should have or should know while they are recommending their meal plan. Okay, so this is where you do your diet assessment. So these are some of the things that I have pre-filled in. Okay, and at the end, there is also one section that we ask about their exercise activities. Okay, and also if they are ever on any supplements or medication. So as consultants or as a user, you would like to let this be more transparent to your consultant so that they can advise you too. Okay, so more importantly is medication part that the consultant needs to take notice of. Right, once you are done reaching to the end of the diet assessment, you will be able to send this assessment report to your consultant. Okay, so why do I see two names over here? Because I am connected to two consultants. Okay, I have two consultants in my friend list. So now the system is asking me, which consultant do I want to send to? You can only send to one consultant at one point of time. Okay. So once you click on submit, that consultant will receive a notification that you have completed a diet assessment. Okay. Then he or she can proceed to do a consultant recommendation. Okay. So normally, if the consultant hasn't done any consultation for you, that green button will be gray out. Okay, the moment you see the button lights up in green color, it means that the consultant has actually left a recommendation for you. Okay, also you do not need to just come to look for the color. The app will also push you a notification saying that this consultant has left their recommendation to you. So go and look at it now. Okay. So this is the part where the consultant has left me the recommendation. So I can view them by breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Okay. The consultant can actually leave a remark at the bottom, okay, for me to view for each individual meal. Okay. Consultant at any point of time can come back to adjust this recommendation, okay, depending on your progression. Okay, so it doesn't mean that it's a once and for all activity. Consultant can progressively keep coming back to this consultant recommendation tab and then advise you to eat something according to your diet lifestyle. Okay, that's for meal plan section. Okay, looking at the fork and spoon icon below, there is the activities. Okay, so activities, the TR90 app actually allows you to sync your steps, etc. from Apple Health if you're on iPhone, Google Fit if you're on Android devices. So for Android devices, some of the Android devices, Google Fit may not be pre-installed automatically. So you need to actually go to Google Play Store, install it, activate it. Once you sync the app with Google Fit, the app will actually grab data from Google Fit. So we only grab the steps count at this point of time. Okay, we'll be looking at grabbing more data to give you more concise report about your daily activities. Okay, apart from the steps, for those who do not want to sync, you can actually manual input by entering the plus sign. Okay, similarly, today's date will appear. Okay, you are able to adjust your calories or step counts, I mean. Okay, additionally, if you are doing other activities outside of steps, like for example, power walking, you can actually click on the duration, scroll the duration that you have on that particular sports or activities. It's done. The app will actually automatically calculate the calories for you. Okay, so for example, if I also do a run for 30 minutes, I can save it. You notice that the total calories at the right at the top is an addition of all the activities that you've done for today. Okay. Corinne is asking, is there step counter? Yes, there is this step counter. So if you are using Apple Health, or if you have Apple Watch connected to Apple Health, whichever steps that you have synced to Apple Health will be grabbed over into TR90. Okay. Android will be Google Fit. Okay, so make sure your Google Fit is turned on. You have installed it. Okay. All right. Let me move on to the next one. So Janice is asking, other brand sports watch. Currently, we can only sync to Apple Health and Google Fit. In the next enhancements, we will be looking at developing other sports brand wearables like Fitbit and Garmin, okay, so that more wearables can be synced into the app itself. Okay. All right, let me move on to, so this is all we have for the individual tracking. Also, let me recap. You are able to track 3 things over here as an individual: your body metrics, your meal activities, as well as your physical activities. Okay, let me move on to the next one, which is the community. Okay, community, pretty straightforward, just like Facebook timeline. You can post whatever you want inside these activities. Only your connected friends will be able to see this article. Not only your consultant can post anything, you can post anything. New Skin will be also be posting something over here so that you can actually use it. Okay, so feel free to just reshare it to your friends. Okay. So within this community, I'm going to sidetrack a little bit for the consultants. Okay, you do notice that on the top right side, there is this button called dashboard. This dashboard button is only available for accounts that has the consultant access. Okay, so let me show you the consultant access. So if you are a consultant, you will be able to access this function over here. Into the dashboard, you will see a whole list of your connected customers. Okay, it displays all your customers' data, summary of the data over here. It tells you which day are they into the program. Okay, okay. So for example, this 249 out of 90. So you can safely tell yourself that Hannah has probably completed her 90 days program. She is outside of the 90 days. So maybe you can recommend him or her some maintenance products. Okay, so you realize that there's 2 circles in red for the weight and BMI. Okay, it tells you that based on Maby's last record, comparing to her first benching data, she is actually facing a decline in her progression. So which means that showing red means that maybe instead of progressing well with her weight, she is actually increasing. Okay, so at a glance, as a consultant, you'll be able to see a summary of your customer's progression, okay, in terms of weight and BMI. Okay, so there will be some questions around what if I do not want to look at their weight and BMI? No problem. Just click on the filter button on top. Okay, instead of looking at their weight and BMI, you can look at weight and body fat, for example. Or for those consultants who are doing body shaping, they want to look at waistline and body fat. Then you can just choose any two metrics that you want to display on your dashboard. Okay, then it will show it exactly. So the same color code applies exactly the same in the body metrics. Red means there is a decline. Orange means it's maintaining well. Green means that it is improving. Okay, so you can actually summarize over here, just looking by the color code. And that will help you to indicate which customer that you want to follow up exactly. If not, I know some consultants, you have a lot of customers. These lists will be very long. Okay, you can actually use the filter button. Okay, just look for example, I want to look for all my customers that is not progressing well. I can filter by red color. Okay, then it will show you all the customers with their record that has had at least one red color in their body metrics. Then you will be able to advise them, follow up more effectively. Okay, so this is the power of the dashboard over here. We'll be looking at ways on how to provide more useful information in the dashboard, especially for the consultants. Okay. right? Then I'll move on to the third tab. This is a quick one, just to give you a glimpse of what is upcoming, okay? So in the reward section, we are looking at providing challenges, daily tasks, and then of course, you see the gray out, the redemption center, okay? So what we'll be expecting in the future is we'll be awarding a digital currency, for example, I call it new coins within the app itself, okay? So once completing certain tasks or challenges, you may be rewarded with those coins. And eventually you can use those coins, go to the redemption store and redeem certain things that is available in the market, okay? So be excited, look out for this section over here, okay? The last one, which we call the discover, is the articles. Like what I mentioned earlier on, there are 4 topics, okay, that we categorize into, which is the product, the lifestyle, business opportunity, or the events, okay? So by their topics, you will be able to filter the different articles by these 4 different topics, okay? You are able to tap into the articles and watch it, okay? If not, you can also scroll by the top and toggle between the different articles, okay? We will be putting in more articles progressively, okay? So this is just a start of it. Each local marketing team will be putting in more contents into this section so that you can actually share that with your customers. Of course, in the event, it will be based off the local events itself. Okay. I think I have covered most of the key features over here. Okay. Let me see if there is anything that I missed out. Okay, I like to touch a little bit on the privacy setting. Okay. So just now remember that as a consultant, you can actually look at the customer profile. Then, of course, as a customer, you can also choose not to allow the consultant to do it. Okay, so these are the privacy access over here. Okay, so if you do not want anything to happen, you can just simply turn that off. For example, notification. If I do not want notification to appear in the app, you can just turn it off. Oh, I remember that I forgot to tell you one function for the consultant. Okay, let me just go back to the dashboard. Okay, this is a new feature as well. As a consultant, once you come to the dashboard, you click on any of your customers, like I mentioned earlier on, you will be able to see their body metrics. Okay, we receive a lot of requests whereby there are feedbacks whereby the consultant tell me that actually my customer may not have time to input his or her body metrics into the app itself. Can I help them to update their body metrics? Yes, now you can. So simply go to the dashboard, okay, select the friend that or the customers that you want to help them in updating the record. Then simply follow the same rules. Just click on the plus sign and then you'll be able to help them to input those body metrics. Okay, if you are helping them to take a photo, you can also help them to upload the photo as well. Similarly to the new plan. Okay, you can even help them to adjust their TR90 start date. Okay. Okay, so this is a new function over here that we empower the consultants to have more access to service their customers. Okay, I think I have demoed everything here. I like to leave more time to the FAQ. Okay, let me just unshare my screen and look at the Q&A session. Okay, give me a while. Let me look through. Okay, Christina, will it be those two software only? What about connect to Fitbit? I mentioned earlier on, currently only Apple Health and Google Fit. We are looking at Fitbit and Garmin, okay, as the next development to connect the wearable device. I also saw one in the chat section about Amazfit. I think that is the Huawei wearable. Okay. Okay, that one I take note of that. Okay. So Nikki is asking for sports have runs, jogs, walk, run, pacing. Yes, we can add more categories into the activity section. Okay. Okay, do let us know what do you want to actually add in. We can always add that in. And if possible, if the health application is also having those data, then we can look at potentially syncing the data over to TR90 without you having needing to manually input that in. Okay, Lean wants to have the training information. No problem. This session is recorded. We will be sharing with the local markets, and then they will be sharing out to you. I apologize for the voice breaking part. Not sure, it might be due to the internet connection. Okay, else, at least, did I pronounce it correctly? Can share again how to register as consultant. Yes, there will be two parts that you need to fulfill. Okay, so you need to answer certain questionnaires to tell us that you know the products well. So as for the quiz itself, it's a simple quiz. So you can reach out to the local markets to get that quiz. After you have completed or passed the quiz of 70 or 80%, depending on markets, okay? Then you'll be asked to agree to certain T and C's of the privacy, okay? Then the local team will be granting you the consultant access. Okay, Mandy, what does 249/90 means? 249/90 means the particular user is in his or her 249 days into the program. So for normal customer who just started, it should be a number that is less than 90. Okay, so for 249/90, if you are a consultant, you can deem it as this customer has already completed her 90 days program. You may choose to recommend her certain maintenance products, or if he or she wish to restart this program again, you can always ask her to restart her TR90 start date, and it will reset the 249 back to 1. Okay. Can we put our own videos in the Discover section? No, not yet. This is a little bit tricky over here because you know lah, legal compliance. They need to review the contents, so we cannot allow the contents that is created by distributors to be uploaded there at this point of time. Okay, let me just look down. For how to check the consultant access, please contact your local team. Okay. Sam, is there any link other than Microsoft? Sorry, I'm not sure what this question means of Microsoft link. Yeah. Audrey mentioned downloaded the app but can't open. That shouldn't be the case. Let's reach out separately on this. Reach out to your local team for technical support. Okay, edit date. My app once click the pencil cannot change date. Okay, let me come back to this question later. I will need to share my screen again. Okay, I'll answer those that I can answer through my speech. Okay, let me just look down. Will you add swimming to the calories burn session? Yes, definitely. We can add a swimming category. can the app indicate we are a consultant in the home page? Okay, yeah, shouldn't be a problem. We can always indicate a part whereby if you're a consultant, you will be able to see certain differences in the profile section, maybe. Okay. Daisy mentioned cannot upload 2 pictures, only 1. Okay, we can look at the settings again. Okay, the reason why we are limiting the number of pictures, right, is to protect the cloud storage. Okay, we will be expanding this quantity higher. Okay, let me answer the question on the cannot edit date. Okay, let me just connect back to the app itself. Give me a moment, yeah. Okay, so how do you actually look at the calendar? Okay, so now the screen is showing today's date. So for example, you wish to enter a date that is before. You know that on the 1st, I actually do a bench in, right? You can always, if you look at the calendar, those number that is without a red color dot below the date, right? It means that in that particular day, there isn't any records over there or any body metrics record. So in the event, if you wish to go into a previous date to enter a record, you can always just go in and select the date, okay? Okay, it will show you 0 because there isn't any record. Then you click on the edit button and you start entering that day's record, okay? Right, then save it. You see that this date on the 1st of February, there is now a record over here. Now you look at the date, there are 2 dots. Okay, 1st of February, there is a record. 15th of February, there is a record. Okay, so you can toggle to any month that has a red dot below to see your past record. Okay, so if I go back to 15, that will be showing my latest record over here. Okay, I hope that answered the questions. Janice, what if mine don't show dots? If it doesn't show dots, it simply just means that there isn't any record on that particular date. So what you need to do is, for example, let me demo again. On the 10th of February, there's no dot, right? Just select 10, press OK. Okay, then go to the pencil icon beside the plus sign, and you'll be able to enter that date. Okay. Then save it again. Janice, no dots at all. I can only enter current date. Okay, Janice, let's take this offline. Please leave me your contact number. Let us reach out to you separately. I'll walk you through. Or let me know, maybe it's just, are you on Android device or iOS? iOS, that should be simple, okay? Shouldn't be any problem. Maybe help me take note of her email address. She has put it in the chat section. Okay, then let us reach out to you. Okay, all right. Okay, I think that's about it for the Q&A. If you still have other questions, feel free to reach out to the local marketing team or your account managers. We'll be more than happy to answer those questions for you. So before we end, let me just go back to the slides again. Okay, we're going to show you the roadmap Okay, so for phase 2A, 2B, we have already completed the development. So those are also being demoed earlier on, like for example, the snacks category, the diet assessment recommendation. Consultant can enter body metrics on behalf of their customers. We have the articles. We'll be integrating the lose to win challenge form into the app itself, the sharing features of the different articles, and then the consultant dashboard enhancement. So what you're going to be expecting in the first half of 2023 is we'll be enhancing the push notification function. Push notification in terms of we will be having certain information passed on to either the consultants or the user themselves about their progression. Okay, then the rewards and redemption. Okay, just now I mentioned that there will be daily check-ins, you get certain coins, and then you'll be able to use those coins to redeem from the stores itself. We'll be adding in FAQ sections. Okay, and then of course, just now I mentioned about wearable device sync. We are looking at Fitbit, Garmin. Just now I also saw one request for Amazfit from Huawei potentially. Okay. So this is what we will be expecting in the first half of 2023 for TR90 app. Right. We completed the FAQ. So for those who haven't downloaded the app, please scan this QR code accordingly to your market. Okay. The one on the left is for Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia. The one on the right is for Vietnam and Thailand. Or alternatively, you can use this link to actually access it. Brings you to the stores directly, regardless of whether you are Google or Android, Google or iOS. Okay, not forgetting, we have a Facebook community group. Okay, you can, it's on Facebook actually. Okay, so anything that you want to feedback, report any bugs, or if any questions related to the app itself, feel free to go over there. And then we will be looking at those groups actively. Okay. Then I think that's about it. Thank you for your time. We ended on time. Thank you, everyone. I hope that you love this app. Thank you.